It's Week 12 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards.
It's the Bears and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're playing.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Justice Hill to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A throw on the move is caught. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
and he will power his way into the end zone. Aaron Jones, touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. On second down, here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's got to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the number 9 overall pick, Rome Odunze. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That is left side and taken in by Allen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the Vikings 29-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He pulls it in around the 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 10-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That one caught by Hawkinson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Out comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Throwing is Williams. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Whoa! Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. He is in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often. And boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
His kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 19. Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake. Now Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's going to tuck it and go. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So after one, it's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Second and 11. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Roll Odunze. Touchdown Bears. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears have cut the deficit to 5. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. The next drive about to get started. Before it does, I want to take a look ahead at what's coming up this week. Tonight, Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Rams. Great NFC battle at SoFi. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, it's the Ravens and Chargers also at SoFi Stadium. And we'll take a peek ahead now. Thanksgiving Day tripleheader starts with Bears-Lions in Detroit, Giants-Cowboys in Arlington, and a good one to wrap up the holiday. Dolphins and Packers from Lambeau Field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Vikings 26, Bears 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Swift gets it from the pistol. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's into the end zone. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears have cut the deficit to 5. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll run again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Taking off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. In trouble, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Open man, he's got Agnew. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A give to Jones, heading right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Back to the sideline and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They face 2nd down and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 49. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They send him right out of the slot. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. The catch is made. It's Agnew. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings 1st down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
On the give, it's Jones. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his big target, Everett. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
To throw is Williams. He keeps it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. On the out, connecting with Allen. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's a 3rd and 10. Williams to the air once more. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will cut the deficit down to 2. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Slot receiver headed right. They're going to go jet sweep on third down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
One final throw before the break. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman hook it up on a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The Dolphins looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucks. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by the rookie from Michigan, J.J. McCarthy. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
A run here with Swift. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The visitors' offense trotting back out. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On third down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is second and goal. They'll run with Herbert. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears are going to open up the lead to 8. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. Again, it's Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here now, 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Slot man in motion left. Jet sweep to Agnew. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense. And their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, it's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, Jones, 1st down and more. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. This is Jones. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. They run on the jet sweep, and that is not going to work out as planned. It'll be a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's in! J.J. McCarthy! Touchdown, Vikings! That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's a designed run. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It is 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's McCarthy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 3rd and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They motion the slot man left. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Now he takes off. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 7. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On run play. This is Hill. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defense...
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
LeBear's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. There's that man again, another catch.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
And he's going to have a Bears first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. The catch is made. It's Agnew. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Slot man in motion left. On the ground now with Jones. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
Again, it's Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They'll go play action here with McCarthy.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And now here comes the punt team. We forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a toss. Left side. It's Swift. He's going to have a Bears 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. On the give, here's Swift. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. On 3rd down, here's Swift. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Jordan Addison getting ready to get back on the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this...
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 18 yards on... No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline.
Previous play
All
is under
second
review.
looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.